Do you keep waiting for the perfect moment to begin, but somehow that moment never arrives? When you imagine taking the first step, does a quiet voice inside you still say, "Not yet"? What if you do not need to feel fully ready before you start? Hello, my dear friend. I am so glad you are here today. Welcome to Peace English Podcast, a soft and peaceful space for your mind and your heart. Here, you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to hurry. You do not need to understand everything. We are here to learn English slowly. We are here to listen gently. No pressure here, no stress here. Only slow English, a quiet voice, and a little space for your heart to rest. Wherever you are listening from, I am happy you found this moment. You can put down the noise of the day. You can let yourself be here, just as you are. So, relax your shoulders, take a slow breath, and let us begin gently. Today, we are going to talk about beginning before you feel ready, not in a loud way, not in a just do it way, not by pushing yourself into something that feels unsafe. We are going to talk about the quiet waiting we do in everyday life. The waiting for confidence. The waiting for the right time. The waiting for a better version of ourselves to appear before we finally begin. Maybe there is something in your life you have wanted to start for a long time. Maybe you want to speak English more often. Maybe you want to send a message to someone. Maybe you want to start a small project, change your routine, post your first video, apply for something, take a class, make a decision, or allow yourself to want something more. And maybe, each time you get close, one small sentence appears in your mind. Not yet. Not yet. Wait until you feel more confident. Wait until your English is better. Wait until your schedule is calmer. Wait until you have more time. Wait until you know exactly what to say. Wait until your life is more organized. Wait until you become the kind of person who can do this easily. But my dear friend, what if that version of you does not arrive before you begin? What if confidence does not come first? What if readiness is not a feeling that appears at the door and says, "Now you may start"? What if readiness is something that grows slowly after you take the first step? This can be hard to accept because many of us are waiting for a clean feeling, a feeling of calm, a feeling of certainty, a feeling that says, "Yes, now I am ready." We imagine that one day we will wake up and the fear will be gone, the doubt will be gone, the hesitation will be gone. We will know exactly what to do, and then we will begin. But often, real life does not happen that way. Real life asks us to begin while our hands are still a little unsure. Real life asks us to speak while our voice still shakes. Real life asks us to learn while we are still making mistakes. Real life asks us to walk while we are still looking for balance. If this is you, please listen gently. You are not lazy because you have been waiting. You are not weak because you feel unsure. Sometimes waiting is a way of protecting ourselves. Sometimes we wait because we care. We do not want to fail. We do not want to look foolish. We do not want to disappoint anyone. We do not want to start something and then discover we cannot hold it. Waiting can feel safe. It can feel responsible. It can feel like wisdom. And sometimes, waiting is wise. Some decisions need time. Some situations need more care. Some steps should not be rushed. We are not talking about ignoring your body, your safety, or your real needs. We are talking about the kind of waiting that quietly becomes a home. The kind of waiting that lasts for months, then years. The kind of waiting that keeps saying soon, but never lets you move. Today, we will look at that waiting with kindness. We will not shame it. We will not force it. We will simply ask, is this waiting still protecting me? Or is it keeping me from my own life? We will use one central image today. A quiet door at the end of a hallway. You have been standing in front of this door for a long time. You keep waiting to feel ready before you touch the handle. But maybe the door does not open because you feel ready. Maybe you begin to feel ready only after you place your hand on the handle and try. Imagine a long, quiet hallway. The light is soft. The floor is still. At the end of the hallway, there is a door. It is not scary exactly, but it matters to you. Behind that door is something you want. Maybe a new habit. Maybe a conversation. Maybe a dream. Maybe a more honest version of your life. You stand there and look at it. You tell yourself, I will open it when I feel ready. So you wait. You read about the door. You think about the door. You imagine what will happen after the door opens. You make plans. You prepare. You promise yourself that one day, when the feeling is right, you will reach out and touch the handle. But days pass, weeks pass, maybe years pass. The door is still there. You are still there. And the feeling of perfect readiness still has not come. The first gentle lesson is this. Have you been treating readiness like a feeling that must arrive before action? When you wait to feel calm, confident, and completely prepared, do you notice how long that waiting can last? What if readiness is not the beginning of the path, but something that grows while you are already walking? Think about learning English. Many learners wait to speak until they feel ready. They listen, they study, they write vocabulary in notebooks, they watch videos, they understand more and more. But when it is time to speak out loud, the mind says, not yet. Wait until your grammar is better. Wait until you know more words. Wait until you will not make mistakes. And because the feeling of readiness never fully comes, speaking keeps moving further into the future. But speaking is not something you become ready for, only by waiting. You become ready by speaking, a little badly at first. You say the wrong word. You pause. You forget. You try again. You laugh softly. You ask someone to repeat. You say one sentence today, then 2 sentences tomorrow. And slowly, your body learns, I can survive this. I can speak and still be safe. I can make mistakes and still continue. That is readiness growing in real time. This is true for many things. You do not always feel ready before you start writing. Sometimes you write one awkward sentence, and after a few minutes, the words begin to come. You do not always feel ready before a walk. Sometimes you put on your shoes first, and energy arrives after your body begins moving. You do not always feel ready before an honest conversation. Sometimes you say the first sentence while still nervous, and courage arrives only after the truth has entered the room. The reframe is gentle. Readiness is not always a green light before the road. Sometimes it is a small light that appears after you take the first step. Your healing statement is this: I can begin before I feel fully ready. Let that sentence rest inside you. I can begin before I feel fully ready. You do not need to wait for all fear to leave before you move. A little fear can walk beside you. The second gentle lesson is this: do you think you need to become a different version of yourself before you are allowed to begin? Maybe you are waiting for the calmer you, the more disciplined you, the more confident you, the you who wakes early, speaks clearly, plans perfectly, never overthinks, never feels tired, never changes their mind. Maybe you think that version of you will start the thing. But what if the version of you who begins is simply the real you today? This is a tender thought, because many of us do not trust our current self. We trust a future self more. We say, future me will know what to do. Future me will be brave. Future me will be organized. Future me will not be scared. So we give all our dreams to this future person. We place them in her hands. We wait for her to arrive. But the future self is built by the small choices of the present self. She does not appear out of nowhere. She grows from you, from this tired you, this uncertain you, this imperfect you, this you who is listening right now, maybe with a messy room, a full mind, a quiet ache, and a hope you do not say out loud. If you wait until you become a different person before beginning, you may wait too long. But if you begin gently as the person you are now, you start building the person you hope to become, not through pressure, not through shame, through small contact with the life you want. Maybe the real question is not, am I ready? Maybe the question is, can I take one small step with the readiness I have today? Not perfect readiness, not complete confidence, just today's small amount. Maybe today's readiness is only 5%. Maybe it is only enough to open the document, write one sentence, say one English phrase, search for one class, send one simple message, or stand near the door instead of walking away from it again. That still counts. The reframe is soft. You do not need to become a completely new person before beginning. Beginning is one way you become her. Your healing statement is this: I can start as I am, not as a perfect future version of me. Say it slowly. I can start as I am, not as a perfect future version of me. You are allowed to bring your current self to the first step. She is enough to begin. The third gentle lesson is this: do you confuse fear with a sign that you should not start? When your heart beats faster, when your hands feel uncertain, when your mind says, what if this goes wrong? Do you assume the fear means stop? What if fear is sometimes only the feeling of standing near something that matters? Fear is not always a warning that something is wrong. Sometimes fear is the body saying, this is new, this is important, this may change something. I do not know what will happen. Fear can come when you are unsafe, and then you should listen carefully. But fear can also come when you are growing, speaking, trying, creating, asking, beginning, or letting yourself be seen. Think about sending a message you have delayed for a long time. You write it. You read it again. Your finger hovers above send. Your body feels nervous. Does that mean the message is wrong? Not always. It may simply mean that honesty matters to you. It may mean connection matters to you. It may mean you are stepping out of the familiar place where nothing changes. Think about posting a video, applying for a job, speaking English to someone new, asking a question, saying no, saying yes, visiting a place, or starting a routine. Fear may appear. Doubt may appear. That does not always mean you are not ready. It may mean you are crossing the edge between the old life and the next small version of your life. The key is to ask gently, is this fear protecting me from real danger or protecting me from discomfort? These are different. Real danger needs care. Discomfort may need support, softness, and a smaller step. If the fear is about being judged, looking imperfect, making a mistake, or not knowing everything yet, maybe you do not need to stop. Maybe you need to begin smaller. The reframe is simple. Fear does not always mean no. Sometimes it means this matters. Your healing statement is this: I can feel afraid and still take one gentle step. Let it move through your breath. I can feel afraid and still take one gentle step. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving kindly while fear is present. The fourth gentle lesson is this: have you made the first step too big? Sometimes we wait because the thing in front of us feels huge. Start speaking English every day. Change my whole career. Fix my routine. Become confident. Build a channel. Write the whole project. Have the difficult conversation perfectly. When the first step feels too large, the body freezes. It says, not yet, because the step looks like too much. Maybe the answer is not to push harder. Maybe the answer is to make the first step smaller. Smaller than your fear. Smaller than your guilt. Smaller than the big story in your head. If you want to speak English, the first step might not be a full conversation. It might be reading one sentence out loud. If you want to send a message, the first step might not be sending it tonight. It might be writing the first honest line. If you want to start exercising, the first step might not be 1 hour. It might be putting on your shoes and walking to the door. Small steps can feel almost silly. The mind says, that is too small to matter. But small is often how we begin without scaring ourselves away. A seed is small. A breath is small. A first sentence is small. A beginning is usually small. It only looks small because you are standing at the start, not at the end. Imagine the quiet door again. Maybe you do not need to open it all the way today. Maybe you only need to place your hand on the handle. Maybe you only need to notice that the handle is warm. Maybe you only need to stop pretending the door is not there. That is still movement. That is still a beginning. The reframe is gentle. A smaller step is not a weaker step. It may be the step your nervous system can actually take. Your healing statement is this: I can make the beginning small enough to hold. Say it softly. I can make the beginning small enough to hold. You do not need a dramatic leap. You need one honest step that does not break your heart. The fifth gentle lesson is this: do you believe starting means you must continue perfectly? This is another reason we wait. We think, if I start, I must keep going. If I begin, I must not stop. If I try, I must prove I can do it. That makes the first step feel very heavy. It is no longer one step. It becomes a promise about the rest of your life. But beginning does not need to be a prison. It can be an invitation. You are allowed to start gently, learn from the first step, and adjust. You are allowed to try something and discover you need a different pace. You are allowed to begin a routine and make it softer. You are allowed to take one step without signing a contract with perfection. Maybe you speak English today, and tomorrow you feel shy again. That does not erase today. Maybe you write one page and then pause. That one page still exists. Maybe you visit the shelter, look at the cats, and do not bring one home yet. That visit is still a step. Maybe you open the door only a little. It is still open more than before. The reframe is soft. Starting does not mean you must do everything perfectly from now on. It means you are allowing life to begin moving again. Your healing statement is this: I can begin without promising perfection. Let it rest inside you. I can begin without promising perfection. You are allowed to begin as a human being, not as a machine. So, my dear friend, maybe there is something you have been waiting to feel ready for. Maybe it is small, maybe it is large, maybe it is private. Maybe you barely let yourself name it. Maybe you keep saying, when life settles down, when I have more confidence, when I know enough, when I become better. But perhaps gently, life is asking a different question. Not, are you completely ready? But, can you begin with care? Maybe you do not need to solve everything tonight. Maybe you do not need to make a big decision. Maybe you only need to stop waiting for a perfect feeling that may never arrive in the way you imagined. Maybe you only need to ask, what is one small step I can take while still unsure? One small step, one sentence, one message draft, one English phrase spoken out loud, one search, one walk, one page, one visit, one honest question, one breath near the door. You do not need to feel ready to take that step. You only need enough willingness to begin. And after you begin, something may change. Not immediately, not dramatically, but quietly. A little more steadiness, a little more trust, a little more proof that you can move while still uncertain. Stay with me now. Let us do a short practice together, not to force a decision, but to help your heart find one gentle beginning. For the next few minutes, let us practice beginning before we feel fully ready. You do not need to take a big step right now. You do not need to change your whole life. Just come back to this moment. If you are holding your phone, maybe let it rest beside you. If you are sitting, feel the chair under you. If you are lying down, feel the bed holding your body. Let your hands become soft. Take one slow breath in and let it out gently. Again, breathe in and feel a little space in your chest. Breathe out and let your shoulders drop. You are not late in this moment. You are not failing in this moment. You are here. Now ask yourself quietly, what have I been waiting to feel ready for? Let the answer come gently. Maybe it comes quickly. Maybe it feels shy. Maybe your mind says nothing, but your heart knows one thing: a conversation, a dream, a habit, a decision, a small beginning. You do not have to share it. Just let yourself see it. Now ask, what feeling have I been waiting for? Confidence, calm, certainty, more time, a clear sign, a perfect plan. Notice it kindly. Maybe you have been waiting for fear to disappear. Maybe you have been waiting for life to become less messy. Maybe you have been waiting for a future self to come and do the hard part for you. There is no shame here. We are only noticing. Now imagine the quiet door at the end of the hallway. You are standing in front of it. You do not have to open it all the way. You do not have to rush through. You simply place one hand on the handle. Feel that small contact. This is the first step. Not the whole journey, just contact. Ask yourself, what is the smallest honest step I can take? Make it smaller if you need to. Smaller again. Small enough that your body does not panic. Maybe the step is writing one line, saying one sentence in English, opening the website, asking one question, choosing one time, preparing one thing, taking one breath and admitting, I want this. Now place one hand on your chest or on your stomach. Say this softly in your mind. I can begin before I feel fully ready. Again, I can begin before I feel fully ready. If that feels too strong, you can say, maybe I can begin with one small step. That is enough. We are not forcing courage. We are inviting it. As we close today, remember this. Readiness does not always come before action. Sometimes it grows as you move. Confidence may arrive late. Calm may arrive slowly. Certainty may never be perfect, but you can still take one gentle step. You can start as you are. You can feel afraid and still move kindly. You can make the beginning small enough to hold. You can begin without promising perfection. Let these affirmations stay near your heart. I can begin before I feel fully ready. I can start as I am, not as a perfect future version of me. I can feel afraid and still take one gentle step. I can make the beginning small enough to hold. I can begin without promising perfection. And maybe one more time, softly. Readiness grows as I move. Readiness grows as I move. Readiness grows as I move. Thank you for spending this quiet time with Peace English Podcast. If this episode helped you feel a little braver about one small beginning, you can like, subscribe, and come back whenever you need a calm English space, a place to listen slowly, a place to practice gently, a place where your English can grow and your heart can rest. Take care of yourself, my dear friend. This week, maybe choose one small thing you have been waiting to feel ready for. Do not force a big leap. Just touch the door, write the sentence, say the word, take the small step. And remember, you do not need to feel ready to begin becoming ready.